ticket, you're going to hang out all day and watch Three Doors Down. $10 at the gate to see the concert. If you don't have a ticket, that's another added attraction.
Yeah, what a fantastic layout too, because I was personally wondering, okay, how are we going to stage this thing? And you're looking at it now,
right?
Yeah, and it's that stage is set up outside the grand
Christ.
tourist area. It fits perfectly. It's not obtrusive play right now. It's not obtrusive. It's not any kind of an eyesore for the course in terms of the flow. But and then look at when it plays over, you're going to have a concert venue right in the middle of the golf course. It's fantastic.
At the end of the day, at the end of this tournament, everything truly is about local food pantries, feeding the hungry, the Simply Give program, Frank. For somebody who's just tuning in, not familiar with it, if they don't come out here, how can they help?
Folks can participate in Simply Give simply by going to one of our stores during our campaigns and purchasing a $10 Simply Give card that will go right to the local food pantry in their community. So if you shop at the Meyer store in Plainfield or the Meyer store in Northern Shores or you name it, Manistee for that matter, it is going, the funds are going directly to the local food pantry in your community, feeding your hungry neighbors.
I sense that this tournament is going to be around for a long time here. It's become a signature event in West Michigan. Any forecast on how many years they're committed to right now and how many years that they could be committed to with their partnership with the LPGA?
Well, this is our fourth year, obviously, and 2 years in a row we've been named the best tournament on the tour. It's going to be pretty hard to walk away from an event like this. Now, as far as contracts go, it's not like NBA players are signed to 100 deals. Something like that. Usually it's a couple year increments when these contracts are signed. The second contract is, boy, it's such a big part of the community. And the players always continue to give us the greatest feedback about how much they truly love this event. They truly love Grand Rapids. Now they're over 4 years. This is their fourth visit to this town. And they are really talking about the restaurants, about the community, they're talking about the city. Because, they live here and sometimes they want to go out for dinner, they want to go downtown, they want to relax. So we're creating a bunch of great ambassadors for the city of Grand Rapids and West Michigan that now go all over the world and talk about it.
A great ambassador for the Meyer team, Frank Guglielmi, joining us here ringside of the Meyer LPGA Classic for Simply Give. The best female golfers in the world will play through Sunday. Now, if you need the tickets, and remember on Sunday, dads and their kids, dads and your kids, get in free. That's a Father's Day gift from Meyer. Dads and their kids get in free on Sunday, Father's Day. Brunch, they have the Dove Kids Center. So much going on. Everything you need at MeyerLPGAClassic.com. That's MeyerLPGAClassic.com. Frank, good to see you again. Great job by your team on this tournament.
Thanks, Bill. It's great to be here. And by the way, those quiet signs up there, I went and looked at them. They said quiet, it's such a huge show.
Yeah, they haven't
turn-
used
you know.
them since you came on. They haven't used them. They haven't brought them up that high.
Right.
If you notice, they brought, after the Dick Vitale impersonation, well, that quiet sign to my right there by 18 green.
Jesus.
Like,
Thank
something-
fucking
Right.
God.
There's a message over the back. Frank, thank you so much.
Goddamn piece of shit with a fucking retard for a driver.
Let's get an update on round 2 of the Meyer LPGA Classic. Back we go to downtown Grand Rapids and the Auto Value Bumper to Bumper Parts Store Studios. On has the latest scores.
Thank you, Bill. At the Meyer LPGA Classic, there is now a 2-stroke leader as Brooke Henderson is at 11 under. In second place is Moria Utegard at 9 under. At 8 under, it's a four-way tie, between Carlotta Saganda, Misha Kerr, Lydia Ko, and Lexi Thompson. All at 7 under is Sung Hyun Park, Stacey Lewis, Seaman Feng, Jenny Shin, and Shan Feng. Other notables, Christy Kerr is now at 5 under, and Michelle Wee has moved to 4 under. Moving over to the men's side, there was 2 leaders, but now Ricky Fowler has moved into sole lead at 8 under. He is 1 under through the day through 4 holes. Paul Casey and Brooks Koepka are both at 7 under. At 5 under, Siwoo Kim, Xander Schauffele, Cameron Champ, Charlie Hoffman, Brian Harmon, and Tommy Fleetwood. At 4 under, Brendan Steele, Mark Leishman, Harry Harris English, Bill Haas, and Patrick Reed. Masters winner Sergio Garcia is 3 under for his day, and Justin Thomas is 2 under for his day. And other notables, Jordan Spieth is even through that. He is through 2 holes, and there's a lot of big name guys projected to miss the cut. Justin Rose at 2 over, Dustin Johnson at 2 over, Adam Scott at 3 over, Henrik Stenson at 3 over, Bubba Watson at 4 over, Rory McIlroy at 6 over, and Jason Day at 10 over. Back to you, Bill.
All right, thank you, Han. Back at the Auto Value Bumper to Bumper Parts Store Studios. An update here on round 2 of the Meyer LPGA Classic for Simply Give, and also round 2 of the major U.S. Open at Erin Hills in Wisconsin. We'll have another leaderboard update for both tournaments here in about 30 minutes. Also, keep you up to date on the Grand Rapids Griffins and Wingstop Farm affiliate. Their Calder Cup parade and celebration will take place in downtown Grand Rapids. We'll start up here in less than 10 minutes. Eric Zane, the PA voice of the Griffins for the last 11 years. He hosts the Eric Zane Show, heard weekday mornings at 6 a.m. He's emceeing the event. He'll also bring us updates over the next hour and a half here on the Huge Radio Network. Speaking of updates, I got word from my good friend Brian Bromley that his dad, Coach Jim Bromley, 85 years of age. This dude has been through a lot over the last 3 weeks. At his grandson Ben's graduation, his heart stopped. He was revived by doctors and a local firefighter who were attending the graduation. He then was rushed to the hospital. He was clinging to life in a self-induced coma. He came out of that. The prognosis said that they had to go in for a quadruple bypass, heart surgery. And Jim Bromley is a fighter, and he got through that. So he's doing well, and matter of fact, walking around and good enough to go back home to Midland today. And also today is the 61st anniversary for Jim and his lovely bride. And it's Father's Day weekend. How cool is that? Coach Jim Bromley, those of you from Saginaw, Northwood, you know how tough that man is. Big heart, but one of those tough guys where he gains your respect the first time you meet him, but also he'll put his arm around you the first time you meet him. God had his hands on Coach Jim Bromley and his family. And on Father's Day weekend, you talk about the greatest gift, the gift of life. Jim Bromley, after spending almost a month in Grand Rapids, is going home to Midland today. 24/7. Stay in touch with the show at thehugeshow.net on iTunes and the podcast app. Just search Huge Show to have the free podcasts and interviews sent every day to your mobile device.
Lake Golf Course has passed the test of time to become a favorite for golfers from Grand Rapids, Lansing. When you visit 18 beautifully manicured holes with high-line fairways, with Morrison Lake serving as the perfect backdrop. A challenging course that's accessible to golfers of all skill levels. Morrison Lake offers a full bar and grill to enjoy after your round and is conveniently located just off 196 in Saranac. For more information and to book